Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm back with some Need for Speed Payback and I'm here with the X6M. So this is the car that we're going to be building for today's video, and this was requested by a few of you guys. Now the only problem I have with the requesting, which I'm going to change it now, from now on I want you guys to request a build for me on Twitter. So I'll leave you guys links to Twitter. Twitter is going to be down in the description box below, or you can see my @ up on the screen. Just go ahead, follow me if you want. You don't have to follow me to request a build, but go ahead and do it on Twitter. It's a lot easier on Twitter for me to do it, because all I have to do is just press the button, go into mentions, and I see everybody's pretty much @ to me, and I can see all of the requests that you guys do. On YouTube, there's so many other comments that I have to go through to be able to see everybody's like combined comments on people that want to see the X6. I've only managed to find like 3 people, but I know that there's been a lot more people that that commented to see the X6M build on the channel, and I'm sorry that I can't find any of you guys. Sometimes the comments go to held for review, which is pretty much just the YouTube algorithm thinking that it's spam pretty much. So it constantly moves around. Sometimes the comments don't get seen by me, so it's really difficult to do that. So it's a lot easier for you guys to just do it on Twitter. So from now on, if you have Twitter, if you don't have Twitter, make a Twitter and just use it. It's a lot easier for you guys to actually get in contact with me as well through Twitter if you guys want to know anything, because the comments just going to be a lot more comments this time. I know for a lot of these videos they have a decent amount of views, so there's going to be a lot more people commenting and stuff like that. So I kind of want you guys to sort of, if you have any specific questions or anything like that, make sure you like pretty much send them to me on Twitter. And of course, like I said, even the builds, try to send them to me on Twitter. So go @DubsMBTV and then tell me the build that you want. It's a lot easier than me sort of going through YouTube comments, because like I said, sometimes I don't see all of them, and sometimes I don't get a chance to actually mention you guys at the start of videos, which is kind of annoying, because this is the whole point of this. I get to shout you guys out, the people who are giving me suggestions for builds. Anyway, X6M off-road build, pretty much what you guys wanted to see, and I also wanted to do it myself as well. It's a car that just doesn't really stick out for me too much. I also wanted to see what you can actually do to this thing. There's a couple of different kits. I kind of like the first one, but this last one actually makes it look a little bit more aggressive, especially for off-roading. I think this would be a really cool one. I mean, it's already being used, but I think it's already like a pretty cool one for the what's it called, the getaway, like a getaway vehicle. What's it called? How can I not remember? A runner build. That's it. I can't remember. I've been playing this game for so long and I can't remember what that's called. Anyway, I feel like this would be a really good runner build. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and pretty much just customize this thing a little bit. See what sort of modifications I can do to this thing. I'm gonna try to keep it nice and simple, nothing too crazy on this thing. It doesn't look like we can do anything crazy anyway. For the splitter, I really don't want to add a splitter onto this. I think it looks really good with just the shield at the front. I think that's perfectly fine. The fenders, can we actually get this? We can actually give this thing some wide fenders. I don't know how to feel about these for the X5. I definitely don't want to go with the square ones. I don't know how I feel about these. I really don't at all. I don't know how to feel about. I don't know. I don't know what to, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway, just because it's something a little bit different. This isn't an SUV that you'd see going off-road, and it's just weird. It's weird to be in this game and be able to do like an off-road build with it, and that's kind of why I find this like very weird to see. I actually really like this last kit, so there's definitely no chance I'm putting this, even though it kind of matches the front end. No chance I'm putting that on. That just looks so much better. It's so much cleaner. Spoiler. I can't believe you can add wings on this thing. I definitely don't want to add any sort of wings on it at all. I think I'm perfectly fine with that. For the exhaust, that's just not the exhaust now, is it? There we go. For the exhaust, let's see what we have here. They all look pretty bad, to be honest. They stick out a bit too much. The standard exhaust just looks perfectly fine on this thing. There's nothing really else I want to change to that. I'm pretty sure that's it. I really wish there was a lot more customization options for these cars. There's not really a lot of stuff that I can change on it, to be honest. As much as I kind of want to change some very crucial parts of this thing, there's just not really a lot of stuff that we can change on it. Diffuser? Can we? Jesus. What are these? That actually looks pretty good, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. This just makes it look even more rugged. I don't know why I'm choosing stuff like this. I kind of like this one here. Does this? How far does it stick out? It doesn't stick out that much, actually. That doesn't look too bad. For the wheels, I'm happy with the X6 wheels, to be completely honest, but obviously we're gonna have to change some of these. Let's have a look. I don't want to go full on full-on off-road wheels. These was the Weld Racing ones that they give you. So I'll try to find a decent set of wheels, and hopefully they look kind of alright, as well as kind of look decent for off-roading as well. Because I mean, obviously, if I put something flashy on this thing, it'll suit it. But this is an off-road build, so I think I kind of need something a little bit more discreet, something that actually looks good for off-roading. So I'm gonna find a set of wheels. Ooh, these black works actually look pretty good. There's a tiny bit of dish, and they're black with a bronze rim. Are they actually black? I can't tell if they're fully black or not. They kind of look black, and then it has like a bronze rim on the outside. I actually really like those. They look pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put these same wheels on the rear as well. Let's see if I can find these nice and quick. That's just not them. RTR work wheels. There we go. Add those on. They're perfectly fine in size. I can go a lot smaller as well. Ooh, I can get some chunky tires. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's give it some nice chunky tires on this thing. Since this is for off-roading, I am perfectly fine with giving it smaller wheels and bigger tires. I'm perfectly happy with the M badge calipers, so I'm happy with that. I don't want to change anything there. I think it looks alright. I think it looks quite decent. It looks nice and aggressive as well. There's not really a lot of stuff that you can actually change in this car. I thought there would be a lot more stuff that you could do to the X6, but I guess this is pretty much it for now. Again, the exhausts, I just don't like the random exhausts that just stick out a bit too much. These are like the only other normal ones-ish. Because they kind of match the bumper, the way it like lifts up and stuff like that, just the angle of it. But everything else, nah. I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I think it looks pretty good the way it is. Should I slam this thing? Should I bring this as low as possible to the ground? No, I don't want to do that. I will lower it slightly for just no reason, just because I think it looks like good. It is still lifted, obviously, compared to just the normal height that's on this thing. Now, I'm also gonna go ahead and change the wrap on this thing. See if I can have a decent wrap on it. If anybody has done anything badass for this thing, the camo looks pretty crazy. The camo, oh my god, it actually covers the wheel arches as well. I didn't really notice that. They are still carbon fiber, but it covers the wheel arches. That's not too bad. I don't know. There's a bunch of different types of things for this, different wraps for this thing. I don't want to go with something stupid and crazy. I like this. I like the cleanliness of this one. I really like the cleanliness of this one. Spin owners, I like this. I like this a lot. I think I'm gonna put it on. For people that complain that I go ahead and I put other people's wraps on my cars, I'm not gonna go ahead and do a design like this. It's gonna take so long for me to do a design like this on a car like this, and especially doing a different one for each car. I just feel like it's gonna just waste so much time for me, and it's just not gonna look as good. And people just do a really good job. Morgan Hunter 49 did a very good job. That's why he's in the trending, and that's why I'm gonna use this wrap, because it actually does look quite good. Anything else I kind of want to change on this thing? I'm trying to look around to see if there's anything that I do want to change. I think that's pretty much it for the build on this thing. I'm going to go ahead and take it out and see what it drives like a little bit as well. I have no performance modifications done to this thing. I think if I go ahead and change a bunch of stuff on this, I could get it to be very, very fast. Which is probably what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and waste a bit of my money and actually get this thing to be a little bit faster. I'm just going to buy parts this time. It's just so easy to get money in this game right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the tuning shop and just buy some parts. I'm probably gonna use a couple of my tokens as well, to get just this thing to be slightly faster, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably do a race. I want to see what this thing drives like, because it's actually really stable. It's a lot flatter than my Panamera. That's the car I'm using right now to do off-road races with, and I honestly feel that this is like a lot flatter. It doesn't roll as much. Obviously you can change that with the live tuning. It's obviously slower because my Panamera has a stupid amount of horsepower. It's not bad. Anyway, there's a couple of things I can get rid of though, so I can go ahead and get rid of my old parts here that I have, so I can do a couple of more spins for this. So again, I need some nitrous stuff to happen here, even if it does take down my brake just a little bit. I want something to do with NOS. Nitrous and brakes. Oh, you're just perfect. Look at that. That is exactly what I wanted. Alright, well, I'm gonna do one more spin. Let's see what else we kind of need to get. I'm gonna go to turbo. I'm just gonna go to turbo, see if I can get anything slightly better with my final spin here. And if I do, I'll keep that on and I'll drive it for a little bit. I'll probably do a race with it. I want to see what it's like. Brakes, again. They're very, very useful, by the way. Having brake upgrades for a car for off-roading. It's so difficult to slow down when you're off-road because it doesn't have a lot of grip. It sounds mean. Alright, let's give this a shot. It's a nice short little race. Drift for 2,187 yards. I feel like that's kind of easy to do. Let's give this a shot. I kind of like the stability of this thing. It just feels a little bit better than my Panamera. I feel like the Panamera just wants to slide every single time we go into a corner, but that thing does have over 1,000 horsepower, so it's definitely really, really fast. And I understand where the whole power thing comes out of. Oh god. I like getting bumped as well. It just feels like this is a lot more stable. It could also be because this thing isn't as fast. Or it doesn't have that much power. Jesus, I almost crushed that person. I really wonder how heavy this thing actually is. Right, we gotta do a little bit of drifting though, because, I mean, if I want to get my thing done, a little side bet, I really should sacrifice a little bit of time going sideways. But then again, if I do that, I'm gonna sacrifice a position.
Just say hi.
Oh god. For some reason that doesn't break. Come on. Still at 1.5 miles left to go. It's not bad. It honestly isn't bad to drive. It's a lot more stable. It feels more like a... It feels more like a race car than a drift car. And the reason why I say that is because the Panamera, for example, is one of the cars that just... that feels like it's more like a drift car, the way it's built. Because it just slides around every corner.
Not much road left. Let's do this.
I'm just gonna try win. Screw the bet. Screw the bet. No.
Just a few more meters.
You're not taking me E30. Alright. It's good. It's good to drive. I like it. I might actually replace my Panamera with this thing.
Yeah,
I might actually do that.
there we go.
I'm gonna give this a lot more power then. So, that's probably what I'm gonna do off camera. Anyway, that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. X6M off-road build. I'm actually really happy with it. I really, really am. And I'm gonna replace my Panamera with this thing. But again, I'm just gonna try to get some more parts with it and try to get this to be a little bit faster. And also, the best way to do that is just to do races, because then you get nice free parts. Sometimes they're a lot worse than what you had before, but that's probably the easiest way to get parts, and you don't have to waste any money. You actually make money, and you get parts. Well, again, like I said, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.